Welcome back, everybody, to
What is
episode
up,
number
people?
37 of the Off the Field podcast. And Mobo, you are fully back. I
Fully
think
back in mode.
you're rested. You're
I'm good.
good.
I'm good. I'm ready. I'm excited. I mean, just tell them about our guest.
Dude, I'm excited about this one. I am honored to have this guest on the podcast. Savannah Banana Sensation Jackson Olson. How are you doing,
Jackson.
man?
What's up? What's up, guys?
Definitely an honor to have you here. And I can't wait. I
Stoked.
hope you're just as excited. And let's get into this. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I love what you guys do. So yeah, I'm glad to be on this.
You spent your life growing up in Connecticut, and then that down the line turned into content creating. Where down the line growing up there did you find content creating and a love for it?
So that was senior year of college at Hartford.
Okay.
COVID hadn't happened yet, but I was still making a couple of videos here and there. And then COVID hit, and that's kind of when I realized, all right, I'm not sure what my baseball future looks like right now.
Mhm.
So I might as well make some fun videos about it. And then I was making like kind of like fun videos about me just like ending baseball, and it turned into kind of finding a passion for making those videos and the process of what it takes to make one of those skits and videos. And I just fell
Yeah.
in love with that process of it. And then I just carried it all the way through, and I've kept it going all the way up until today.
And that
That's
content creating journey led you to be in the first ever MLB Creator class. How was that? What was the most valuable thing you learned from it?
So that was where I've always had a good work ethic in baseball and school. And those are my two kind of, I mean, it's always chasing the GPA and chasing the batting average. Those are my two things growing up. Like those, if I can keep those two things up, I'm going to be successful. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. And then it
Nice.
was like, I have this third avenue where it's like, all right, keep the views up.
Mhm.
So that was kind of what the creator class taught me, is that like, I'm actually having a real, it was the first time I had had a job posting videos. I was doing it for fun for so long. So I wasn't worried about like views and likes. I was like, whatever, I don't care. And then when the creator
Yeah.
class happened, it was a challenge where I'm like, I want to be the best creator. There were 9 of us, and I'm like, I want to be the best one.
Yeah.
Or there were 11 of us. And so it just took that kind of the third avenue of keep the views up. Batting average isn't a thing anymore. I'm not playing baseball anymore. And not that it's all about the numbers like GPA, batting average, and that, but that was kind of how I kept myself focused every single day.
Yeah.
And the creator class just took it to a new level.
Awesome. And you guys did a ton of cool things being a part of that, traveling, events. What was the favorite thing for you that came out of the creator class that you guys did?
Honestly, probably getting all together at the end at the World Series, because we were all making our own content and doing our own things,
Yeah.
and like making our own MLB content at different stadiums. And then we all got together and finally got to meet each other at the World Series. And so that was really cool, just to like talk to everyone and like finally put a face to the face on social media. Like
Yeah.
always seeing them on your phone, but like to actually see
Yeah.
that face in person was really cool.
And you guys were there for the Braves World Series, correct? Where they won it all?
Yep.
Nice.
Dude, that's incredible.
And now becoming a banana, the whole story. You went from playing at Hartford to Stetson University, and college ball started to fade out, correct?
Yep. So I played at Hartford, played at Stetson.
What
And
positions did
then
you play?
I was playing in the What's up?
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt, but what positions did you play?
So I played shortstop all the way through. Then I played third base a little bit at Stetson. But I played in the Cape Cod League my junior year. And so I played for Hyannis that entire summer. But 3 weeks into that summer, I was hitting really well. Like my first game, I went in there and I was playing with literally 5 guys from that starting lineup are playing Major League Baseball right now.
Oh, wow.
So that's crazy. And I was playing third base. I was starting at third base. And I went 3 for 4 my first game. And I was like, oh my God, like I actually did well with this competition. And so got an offer from the Diamondbacks.
Oh.
Turned it down. They gave me like, people are always like, oh, how'd you turn it down? I'm like, they offered me $5,000. And it was like, I could have gone back to my senior year and done all that. Obviously COVID hit and there was a 5-round draft, but I'm like, I might as well just test my luck. I'm playing really well in the Cape Cod League. Maybe I'll get drafted next year and not just offered to sign.
Yeah.
Turned it down, and then COVID 5-round draft. So then it kind of everything. I mean, they picked 150 of the best players in America, and I don't think I was probably even close to that. But if they had that regular 35, 40 round draft, I think I would have gotten picked, which stinks. But like now I'm glad where I am now.
Yeah. I mean, I think you ended up in a great situation. And my co-host here, he found this out yesterday that you were the one that did this, and he was very excited about it. Go ahead.
So I gotta ask, there was a event at Stenson that happened to you. Now, you had your whole stick to TikTok home run.
1-2. A solo homer for Jackson Olson.
I got to ask, how did it feel to even hear it? And then how did it feel to just nuke it just deep?
Yeah, that was probably the turning point in my content journey, because it was always literally stick to TikTok. It was like you do one or the other. Like you're an influencer or you're a baseball player. No one had ever done both before, ever in the history of this world, because like social media wasn't a thing. So because it was so new, I realized, okay, I'm going to get hate for this. Like no one else is doing it because it's weird. And it's it's kind of it's a weird thing to be a pioneer of something like that. So I knew it was going to happen. And I was getting, I played third base at Stetson. We were playing at Alabama, and all those students and all the players were the whole game heckling me and just like, oh, TikTok boy, TikTok boy. And so the only time it ever got quiet, it got very quiet, was when I walked up to bat my first AB at Alabama. And I'm pretty sure it was the first pitch. I'm almost positive it was the first. No, it was 0-2. I think it was an 0-2 count.
Oh, that's even better.
All quiet. It was all quiet. The guy in the audience just yelled, stick to TikTok. And I'm like, and I hit it. I didn't hear what he said. Like I heard him say TikTok, but I didn't hear him say the whole part. And then the SEC crew that was in there was like, did you hear what he just said? And I'm like, no. Like he said TikTok. And I'm like, you need to get me that footage. Airdrop that footage to me now. I'm posting it right after.
Yeah. Have you met the guy at all after all these years?
People claim to be him. I've had 5 or 6 people DM me claiming to be the guy. But no.
That'd be amazing, I think, after all these years. I'm sure he's moved on.
I'd be like, thank you. I would literally be like, thank you so much. Thank you. Because like seriously, like in all reality, like actually, I wouldn't be like a sarcastic, like, oh, thanks, buddy. Dude.
So after college baseball, you entered into grocery delivery and started doing that for a little bit. And then eventually down the line, you shot your shot with Jesse Cole, the founder of the Savannah Bananas. How did that conversation happen? How did you two even come to meet?
Yeah, so I posted a couple TikToks saying how cool I thought the bananas were. And I think it was on the second one, my second TikTok I posted, it was saying like daydreaming about playing for the Bananas, but realizing I'm working for MLB and like have a job to do. And then he reached out and DM'd me.
Oh, wow.
I can actually read you the DM right now.
Oh, awesome.
Inside scoop on off the field.
All right. This is what he said. April 10th, 2022 at 8:01 p.m. Nice. Jackson, saw your TikTok you shared about the Bananas. I'm the owner of the team. Would love to talk to you about how we could team up. You do a great job with content, and I think we can have some fun together. So that was what he said. And then I said, hey, Jesse, absolutely love what you guys are doing. It's incredible for baseball. I would love to be involved in some way anyway. Let's definitely talk.
Wow. It just started out as like collabing for content, and now you're the third baseman.
Yeah, I was supposed to come make some videos, like literally just have a good time for a weekend. And then I told him on a phone call, I was like, Jesse, I know you have a shortstop, Ryan Cox, glove magician. You have Dalton Malden at second, Dan Oberst at first. Like that, you have the infield.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the third baseman that's stuck around. And I'm like, if you need one, let me know.
Yeah.
And then a week later, I'm at the College World Series making content. And he called me up and he was like, let's do it.
Did you still have to try out, or was it just you got the job?
So I didn't have the job. I had a spot on the team. But like obviously, if I came to the first game and I like sucked, they weren't going to put me at third base.
Yeah.
So I had to prove myself after not playing baseball for a year and a half. I had to prove myself. And then I ended up making like 5 or 6 really good plays in the scrimmage.
Yeah.
Did some trick plays, got a couple of hits, and they were like, oh, all right.
I love that. That's awesome.
That's so awesome.
And a baseball game combined with so much entertainment, I'm sure all of you are pretty close, the Bananas, but is there anybody that just has that really tight bromance with you that you get to the field and you're like, hey, that's your guy. That's your number one guy, your boy.
I mean, it's funny because like there's a lot of guys like that where I've literally like Dalton Malden, Ryan Cox, DR Meadows, like those were the guys where I come in and I'm like, all right, I know they're going to be there when I get there because they get there so early.
Yeah.
And DR Meadows, so I didn't have a car here in September of last year for the summer series. So I had DR pick me up every single day. And so we just became like really good friends because he had to pick me up every day.
Yeah.
And then we always got to the field early, the earliest first one's there all the time. So now, I mean, we're living together now. When we're going to different spots, like, or coming from different spots, going to the field, we're always there first.
Yeah.
And it's just a really cool thing where I walk in and I'm like, I know either no one's going to be in here or DR is going to be in here. And so it's kind of like, oh, that's cool.
Nice. And obviously in Savannah Banana baseball, there's a ton of trick plays all over the place. Do you practice your trick plays? I feel like you gotta, right?
I don't remember the last time that I've taken a regular ground ball in practice in front of first base. I don't remember. I mean, it's funny because it makes us such better baseball players. Like if we were to literally go out there and play a regular game where we're just hard-nosed playing baseball, I feel like I have become such a better infielder and better hitter and better like everything because everything is so fast-paced and tricky, and it's like not your regular baseball. But yeah, we're doing trick plays. I'm watching Ryan at shortstop, who had over 130 trick plays this year. And it's like,
Damn.
I'm never going to be that, but that's someone that you look to and you're like, everyone in the infield looks to him and they're like, I want to learn from that guy. And so it's like he makes us all do it more.
Yeah, I was at I think his 100th trick play was in Rancho. And
Yes, it was. You were there for it. That's right.
Yes, I was sitting right there. That was awesome. And you can handle this one.
Wanted to ask, do you personally have any go-to trick plays that you love trying to pull off?
So at third base, it's tough. Between me and the other third baseman for the party animals, we did, I want to say, 2 different trick plays this year. And that was it. It's literally between the legs or behind the back. Because anything else, the ball's hit so hard at you, or it's hit so like choppy that you have to do something quick, or like your mind is just boggled. At shortstop and second base. So I played second base maybe like 3 or 4 times this year and then shifted over every game for 3 of their lefties. I got 7 balls hit to me at second base, and I did 4 different trick plays.
Yeah.
And I got 100 balls hit to me at third base this year and did 1 trick play, and it was between the legs, and that was it. So like it's tough at third and easier up the middle for sure.
Yeah, especially because you have to make that throw all the way across the diamond. Second base, they got that time. They got the closer throw. You got to make your trick play, and you just got to gun it. Like
the one thing too, though. So in whoever, if anyone got there early, I mean, I know everyone gets there early to the games, but if anyone watches the warm up that we do, it's like we do the weave, we run around, and then every second ground ball I catch it, I throw it behind my back because like there's no runner, so like I don't have to worry about a guy getting down the line. Yeah. So I catch it, I toss it behind my back, I catch it here, and then I throw it between my legs, and it like straight shot every time. Yeah. But if I do that in a game, like these guys are so fast. Like Reese Hampton runs probably a 6'1", 60. Yeah, and he hits me a ground ball, and I'm like, I can't do nuts.
That. And out of the trick plays you've made, do you have a favorite that stands out? One just at the top of your mind? You're shaking your head already.
Yeah, so it's actually funny. I don't think I deserve to have this one, but I made the 500th trick play of the entire tour this year.
I saw that.
Like number 500 was the first ground ball of a game. I forget where it was. I went behind my back and threw it, and I'm like, Ryan deserved that one so bad to hit 500 for the whole organization. But like, you know what? Yeah. Like someone, like I'm not just gonna not do a trick play because of that, but I'm like in my back of my head, I'm like, he deserved that one. But it was really, really cool because they did like a whole montage after of like all the plays, and they put mine last, and it said like 500. So it was pretty cool.
You were number 8 for the Savannah Bananas. Why number 8?
So it wasn't like a choice. I was number 2 my entire life. Like even my Instagram handle that I finally changed to Jackson Olson, it was J Olson 2. And I'm like, I can't be 2. I'm not 2 anymore. I'm number 8. It was the only single digit available. And I was like number 8, like Cal Ripken, pretty cool. And now my nickname that Biko, the announcer, gave me is the Great 8 because my character is the greatest showman. Okay. And so like the Great 8 is something that kind of stuck. And I'm like, number 2 is available. And like, so Zach Frangelo, director of entertainment, whenever he does an act on the field and he puts on a uniform, he'll be number 2. But I'm like, I kind of want to keep number 8. I don't know. Like if I had the choice to go back to 2, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. And number 2, I'm assuming because you grew up a Yankees fan, correct? Is for Jeter.
Jeter. Yep.
Yeah. And so you guys have 3 uniforms in Bananas. You got the classic whites, the full yellow banana, and the banana logo collage. Which one is your favorite?
I like the collage one because we do, there's a few of us, Ryan, Malachi, Flash the Kid, and Zach Phillips. Whenever we wear those, we roll our sleeves up, and it's kind of like we're letting loose anyway every game, but we're like, this is our let loose game. Like, let's roll the sleeves up. Like, this is going to be fun. And I've literally had my best games in those jerseys because there's something in my mind where I'm like, I have my sleeves rolled up, like I can kind of do something cool right now. And I don't know. It's like it's a totally mental thing, but I'm like, I don't know. They work. They work.
Yeah, helps you have fun.
It gets you going, you know. It gets you right in the
Yeah.
moment. Now, as far as everything that happens on the field, is there a favorite skit or even a favorite game that you've been a part of while you've been playing?
Like that you guys do during the games?
So favorite thing, I've said this has become my new favorite thing. There's a new thing every week that I think of.
Yeah.
The craziest thing we've done that I've done personally is lit our pitcher's hand on fire and he threw a fireball.
Yeah.
What?
That's the craziest one. But then the most fun one where I'm like, this is wild, is we had a full-on wedding during our game. So
No, you didn't.
pitch was thrown.
Dude.
Pitch was thrown. Bill Roy catches the pitch,
Mm-hmm.
and the wedding bells go on, and then we all become groomsmen. And the two people come out. They literally get married. They walk off the field, and then right when they walk off the field, the next pitch is thrown.
That was amazing.
Unreal.
Oh my God. And you obviously have shown everybody your love for The Greatest Showman. I as well love the movie, and many people can agree that Greatest Show song is a classic, and it's tied to you, I would say, at this point. And I even used it in my year in review a few years back. But if you had to pick one other song from the film, what would it be?
Come Alive, probably.
The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, because you're dreaming with your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, Come Alive.
Okay.
I love all of them. Like Come Alive would get me going. Like that song would get me like fired up.
Okay. I like the other side.
We're going to the other side, so if you feel like I to the other side. So
I get the same feeling with that. I get hyped up. I'm like, all right, let's
Hyped
go.
up.
Yeah.
It's like a different type. It's like a different kind of hyped up. It's like I don't know, like a spiritually fired up. You're not like, oh, I want to run through a brick wall right now. It's kind of like it helps your mind just like think
like a
of ideas.
motivational hyped up.
Yeah.
I totally see that. And this year for you and a few years back for me, we now both have suffered face injuries.
Oh,
We can relate on that.
Wait, what was your face injury? I don't think I ever saw it.
2017, we were switching fields in Dodger films, and we were just, as everybody was going to the next field, we were taking BP. I threw some sunflower seeds in my mouth. I was going to play third base, and I just hear a crack of the bat, line drive, and right in the cheek.
dude, it was bad. He
And
started bleeding all over.
Yeah, I split my lip. I lost 2 teeth, I think, that day. And I was rushed to the hospital, and then they stitched it up. We're able to put the teeth back in, and yeah.
That's one of those like once in a lifetime things I always think about, where I'm like, someday I'm gonna be walking to third base and I'm gonna look back in BP and I'm gonna get smoked. Like I'm always thinking about that, and the fact that it actually happened to you, like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm very grateful that, because if that was a few inches higher, it would have been much more dangerous.
Like right there,
Yeah, exactly. So lucky to have it hit there compared to anywhere else, if it had to happen.
If it had to happen.
Yeah. And your recovery process, what was that like?
Yeah, so I got hit July 12th, or no, July 14th. I got hit, got surgery the 16th. And then literally I was a wild person about this, but for the next, I think we were home for like 6 days after we went to Kannapolis and Durham. And I got hit in Kannapolis, went to the game in Durham, and then we got home for 6 days before we went to California. For those 6 days, I am not kidding. I can say this for the rest of my life. Cross my heart, hope to die. I was icing and heating like back to back every 15 minutes for every single second that I was awake and not trying to eat food or something. I was icing and heating. So I attribute that to why I got to get back so fast. They told me 8 weeks, and I got back in like 3.5. So if it wasn't
That's
for
awesome.
I was just relentless about it. I'm like, I literally have to get back. And also, they were projecting my first game back to be after Hartford.
Yeah.
And Hartford was going to be my homecoming. So I'm like, I have to figure out how to play that game.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Yeah, I think it's the love for the game and our drive and determination. I remember when I got hit, I literally was like, it's a face injury. I feel like I can still swing. And I went to the backyard, and I took some swings, and I'm like, oh, I can swing. I won't field, but I'll swing. And I came back like a week later, and I was like, I'll hit, but in the field, I still need some time. And so, it's just that love that you don't want to miss time. and keep
The
playing
other thing too, it's like, so it wasn't even that for me. Like, yeah, it was the competitor in me was like that a little bit, but 99% of it was it was for the fan. Everything we do is fans first. Everything we do is for these fans. Like, I wouldn't be playing baseball if we didn't have these fans. I was not good enough to continue playing baseball the regular way. So I'm like, I wouldn't have this chance if it wasn't for them. So I need to get back for them. And like, all the people coming to these games are not that they're looking for me to be playing, but like, they know I'm the third baseman. Like, they want to see the people they've watched on social media. So I'm like, I need to get back. I need to make sure that they know that I'm okay and I'm not like done for the year and like had to get this crazy surgery. The surgery was intense and I have plates all the way through here, but like,
oh wow.
I was like, I need to show them that I'm fine.
Yeah. Was that your most brutal injury, you would say, or have you had anything worse happen in your baseball career?
No, football career, I got hurt a lot. I broke my collarbone, dislocated my kneecap, fractured a rib. But honestly, that was the worst because I couldn't eat food for a month. I could not eat solid food for a month.
Yeah, that was the same with me. I had to eat all smoothies, milkshakes, just liquid diet.
It's fun. The first couple of days, you're like, oh, ice cream, smoothies.
Yeah.
And then after day like 9, I was like, so what I ended up doing, I never documented this, but I would blend up Chipotle.
No. A burrito, or are we talking about
what's your Chipotle order?
So I would blend up the stuff that basically I had to chew. So I would put in the bowl, I would put rice was fine, but I would still blend it up because it was like, it turned into mush, but it was still fine. Blended up the chicken, made it shredded chicken. So it was like kind of like mush with shredded chicken on top. And then I blended up the corn and sour cream. Yeah. And it made like this kind of cool, like corn cream thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was like this. I had to like pretend this is if work. It was like,
no.
So I had to like push it all the way back.
Yeah.
And then use my tongue because I still had stitches all throughout my mouth, like all throughout this side. And it was huge. So I'm like just trying to chew.
We interrupt this podcast episode for an exclusive Off the Field podcast YouTube announcement. It's your lucky day because this announcement is only for the YouTube viewers of Off the Field podcast this week. We are going to be making a TikTok and it's going live this week as these episodes go up on Thursday and Friday. Now, the Spotify listeners, they know about it, but they don't know the name of the TikTok. I hadn't created it yet, but for you, the YouTube viewers, you're going to get a head start. The name of our TikTok is Off the Field Pod. That's the @ that's how you can find it. And I said on Spotify, the first 100 people to go follow it will be followed back. You guys got a head start here on YouTube. So I want to announce our TikTok going live where you will be able to find many clips from this episode, past episodes, and future episodes. We should have done this a long time ago, but hey, better late than never, right? Back to the episode with Jackson Olson. Hey, anything to get the Chipotle.
Yeah.
My man needs his Chipotle.
In banana ball, there's all kinds of crazy rules. On the walk, you got to throw it to all 9. You got the clock for just the game time in general. Is there a rule that doesn't exist in banana ball that you would love to possibly add?
One cool thing would just be having someone from the crowd get an AB.
Oh,
like,
dude.
We like pick someone, like we go through the crowd and we like pan. It's like we're looking for one person to like take this AB for us. And then we just put them down. The only thing there that I know would be a problem is like if they get hit or something. So like they would have to sign a waiver, maybe. I don't know. But
I was gonna say if they get selected, they just come down. You got the waiver ready, and they just sign. And
yeah, no, literally, yeah,
yeah. I have a friend that always says that because so many people like to talk trash if they get upset by players on their team on MLB. It's like, how about you get in there and you try it?
You go.
Yeah, and then tell me how it feels.
Yeah.
Is there any rules from banana ball that you would love to see get to the MLB?
I think realistically, if a fan catches a foul ball and it's an out, I don't think MLB would ever. That would just ruin statistics forever. But I love the no stepping out of the box. That's one thing that wouldn't directly impact like a stat.
Yeah.
So that's like one thing I see is like MLB doesn't want anything to impact history. I honestly think like no stepping out of the box I love it personally.
Yeah.
It makes the pitcher work faster. It makes you don't think as much in the box as a hitter. Like I hit probably better than I've hit any year this year in banana ball. And it's because of that where you're not thinking. You're like, all right, see ball, hit ball, like get in the box, see ball, hit ball. Pitcher gets it back. It's like, I don't know. I like it.
There's been potential in teasing the banana ball might make it to MLB parks. And I'm not asking you for a concrete answer. I don't want to have you to give away anything. But if that were to happen, how excited would you be for that?
It would be incredible. Obviously, you dream about playing in MLB parks for MLB teams when you're a kid. But I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool to play in front of a sold out crowd like multiple times in a year. For playing for fun, playing a game that you thought you were done with. Like there are not many major leaguers out there that are playing that thought, like there are some crazy stories, but there's not many of them that are like, they thought they were done playing baseball and then they got the second chance. Like we're all guys, we're a band of misfits that all got second chances. And like for that to be able to possibly happen could be really cool. And we announce it where we're going next year in 3 days. So
so stay tuned, all you banana fans. That schedule's coming out soon. Excited. What MLB park would you love to play in? Just your number one spot.
Oracle Park would be sick. I mean, that's my favorite MLB stadium by far. And yeah, so that would be a cool one to play at. But honestly, any of them, literally any of them. Just a chance to even like, I don't know. It would be crazy.
I could see a Jackson Olson splash it coming in the near future.
Dude, that'd be
so sick.
All right, that's another thing. Yeah, the McCovey Cove.
Yeah, you got the lefty, so you got that right out there. All right.
Nah, the boy would clean it. But Jackson, you also shared your love for food. Now, what are the top 3 MLB foods you've ever tried?
Top 3. Number 1, and this is the craziest one too. It's a peanut butter pulled pork sandwich from Kansas City.
Oh my god! Oh, I was just there.
They infuse the barbecue sauce with Reese's peanut butter cups. You might sometimes you get a little piece of it in there too, where it's like crunchy.
Oh, dude,
unreal.
Man, I wish we had this podcast before I left for Kansas City. I didn't know that.
You didn't hear about that at all?
No.
Yeah. I mean, that's one cool thing about like going to all those stadiums and ranking them based on food, venue, experience. Like I know the ins and outs of all those stadiums now, like forever. So if anyone ever needs advice on like, what do I do here? Where do I go here? What do I do? Like well, 22 of them or 23 of them because I had to stop because of the bananas, but food is a huge thing. And another food item, honestly, another Kansas City one, the nitro ice cream. They literally, I have videos of it. It's like this smoke goes up like crazy and they make this ice cream and they like basically ball it all up and they freeze it. I don't know how it exactly works.
I think it's like creamistry here.
Yeah, where they use the nitrogen, they splash on it and then just
all the smoke goes up. And then so those are 2 of them. Then I'm trying to think. The San Diego has a lot of amazing options, and I know you guys. You're an Angels fan, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The helmet nachos are a great pick too.
Dude.
Oh yeah,
that's his favorite.
That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
You said you've been to 22 MLB stadiums. Which ones have you not been to?
Okay, so I've been to 20. I was on 22 on that tour. 24 total. So I haven't been to either of the Florida. I haven't been to Tropicana or Miami. I haven't been to Globe Life.
Okay, I just went to Globe Life. I got back like a week ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, you look up and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. So then who else? Cleveland, haven't been to.
Did you do Cincinnati?
I did. I love, another food item, the Skyline chili is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Food. It's like chocolate chili. I don't know.
Oh.
Skyline chili. Mid.
Interesting. You and I are very close in our baseball stadium journey. I'm at 25, so we're both right there. And then
this is actually a question I have to ask. Do you know when this podcast is going to air?
It'll be this coming week, so it'll be audio on Thursday, video on Friday.
Because some of those parks I mentioned might be parks that we're playing at this year. So
look at that little tease.
We don't know exactly, but it's just from the rumor mill that we've heard around. Like none of us know our schedule.
Yeah,
but we've heard rumors of stuff, and they might all be false. But
yeah, so you and I share a ballpark that we both haven't gone to. I haven't been to Tampa either. I think I need Tampa, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore, and DC. And then I'm caught. Then I got all 30.
Nice.
So, dude,
That's crazy. All 30. Wow.
Yeah, dude. I think that's the goal of every big baseball fan is to see all 30
Oh, yeah.
stadiums.
Need to see him.
So right now you are in off season. What occurs in a Savannah Banana player's off season? What are you doing? Where are you at? What's it like?
So we don't even call it an off season. We call it prep season.
Okay.
After the final out in Cooperstown, I mean, the next day I was already lifting. I was already like getting my body right because now, I mean, we literally start early, like the earliest part of February. Like we're going to be practicing and playing full banana ball games January 18th.
Wow,
So
nice.
it's October 2nd right now. Like it's basically going to be Thanksgiving soon. And so like that's the time where we're really chilling out. But like from now until Thanksgiving I see it as this is my time to get back into baseball shape.
Yeah.
Which is wild to say because I'm in baseball shape, but this is my time to like I can't just be chilling around. Like me and Ryan Cox go to the field every day now. We're in Savannah. We're taking ground balls. We're hitting. We're making content just like it's a regular season.
Yeah.
But I've been going on a lot of trips. I have a lot of trips planned that I'm going to be going on. Doing a lot of brand deal type stuff with Gatorade, Capital One, going to the World Series. So there's a lot of events, but it's still, my mind is still like, hey, I'm a baseball player first. So
got to stay in shape and get ready for all those trick plays and the fun, crazy games that you guys do.
Yeah.
And this, I can't even imagine how you feel. Banana Ball is in the Hall of Fame. Your face is right there on that picture. How crazy is that?
That's wild. And the crazy thing about it too is that it all stems, I don't want to say it all stems, but it basically all stems from like me being on this team, stems from me loving The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
And so the coolest thing about it is that like we made a decision halfway through the year that I was going to get a Greatest Showman jersey. Like it was me and Evo Shield worked on it together. We were like, this looks cool.
Yeah.
So after every win, we do a big grand finale, like a Broadway show.
Yeah.
And I come out last and they say like The Greatest Showman, Jackson Olson. And I rip off my jersey and it's The Greatest Showman jersey. And so that's the picture in the Hall of Fame is me wearing a jersey of my favorite movie that I was like making TikToks in my bathroom about. Like I was literally making TikToks in my bathroom like 3 years ago about The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
And it's like now that love for that movie and my love for baseball and the Bananas, like that's in the Hall of Fame. It's mind boggling that, and obviously I didn't make any TikToks. I didn't make any content about the Hall of Fame because Jesse Cole got not in the Hall of Fame. Like this is Jesse and Emily's thing. And so I didn't want to like overshadow that. I don't want to be like, oh, me being in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
Like it was more for them. And I was so excited for them because this is what they've built. They've built this thing. And I'm just lucky enough to like be a little part of it, like in there. So
have you been lucky enough to go visit and see it yet at the Hall of Fame?
So we were there for the ribbon cutting of it. So we played,
nice.
we played in Cooperstown. We were there, ribbon got cut, we saw all of it, but it was hectic and there was a million people looking at it. So like I want to go back and just be there and like take it all in as a fan.
Yeah, now that it's kind of
I started out as a Savannah Bananas fan and now I'm part of the team. So
and that's what I love also about the Bananas is you can take your love for something else if it's just a hobby, a movie you like, and they're like, how can we incorporate this into our games?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did with you. You got the coat and everything. You got kids dressing up as you for Halloween. That's amazing.
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
And another thing you and I share in common, our crushes, our celebrity crushes, both taken by NFL men. I am in love with Haley Steinfeld. You, Taylor Swift.
Who is she dating?
Josh Allen, quarterback for the Bills.
At least that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Dang. Well,
and now it's gone public that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, and you've made it very clear to everybody how much you love Taylor Swift. How are you doing, man? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. No, it's funny because like I knew coming into it, I had no chance with Taylor Swift. It's a joke. I've never even talked to a female celebrity ever. Like I haven't even come into contact with one. People are always like, oh, who's like the coolest person that's DM'd you? I'm like, no one. Like there's no one there's no celebrity that ever I don't talk to them. Like that's not who I am as a person. I'm not like in that scene.
Yeah.
But to be able to have a phone where I can just make a funny video about like how I love Taylor Swift and her music, and it gets on like E! News and like they write an article that like a baseball player is heartbroken about it. And I'm like, it's just cool. It's
Yeah.
just fun. It's fun for me. I don't know. Like I know I have no chance with her, but it's just fun to make them.
So does she still stay as your celebrity crush, or have you picked somebody new since the Travis Kelce news?
I think a celebrity crush, because you know they're going to be taken by someone more big time than you. Like they can stick your celebrity crush.
Yeah.
So she's still my celebrity crush.
Yeah. I still rock with Haley Steinfeld, but Josh Allen, I'm hoping throws 4 picks in the next game.
Yeah.
I gotta ask. The Swiftie in me is kind of biting a bit. What's your top 3 Taylor Swift songs?
Number 1 is New Romantics. I actually, so our PA announcer, who is also our DJ, Shark, we went to the concert together in Santa Clara.
I remember that.
And so I started singing New Romantics, and like I played it in the car, and he was like, and he controls all the music. So everything that you heard at the game, like he controls that like right away. So he's like, should we add this into our game somehow? And I'm like, yeah, play it. I'm like, play it as the first song.
Yes.
Play it as the first song when we walk
need
in.
this in the game.
And he literally put it on the play after Welcome to the Show, because that's like the biggest song that we play first. New Romantics is the second song that we play now.
Awesome.
Amazing.
And I think we'll just end it with this last one. As somebody who's accomplished so many amazing things, what's next? What stars are you aiming for?
Oh man. Obviously, I mean, I'm sticking to where my energy is at right now, and that's playing with the Bananas and getting myself in that. But obviously, I'm looking to hopefully not only just keep making these TikToks, but like turn this into a business somehow. And I'm not rushing it at all.
No,
in the business of it, I'm talking like merch, podcasts, like maybe even not merch, but like a clothing line, stuff like that, like maybe shows. So there's a lot that I'm thinking about, but I'm not rushing into it because it's not where my energy's at right now. So that stuff will come. And that's, I guess, like advice that I learned throughout this whole journey is don't rush it. Don't rush it, because one decision can really change your trajectory. And I love what I'm doing right now. So I'm 25 years old. I'm having the time of my life. Like I'm never going to have more fun than this. And so I'm riding this out until they don't want me back anymore. And they find a new greatest showman. But yeah, so there's some stuff I'm thinking about, but not anything crazy yet.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Banana Ball and being a part of the Bananas is entertainment and the fans are so involved that it can allow you to expand and still do this. And you answered my next and last question was, what advice would you give everybody who's trying to go for those big goals? And that was pretty much it right there.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah. And my mom would be so mad at me if I didn't get this in, but she wanted me to tell you hi from Mama Kleshka. That's all she wanted to say. She was also at the game in Rancho. She loves the Bananas. She wants to go to Savannah and see a game in Savannah.
Okay.
And so she just got a part of the Banana Club, the K Club.
The K Club. Let's go. The K Club. That's awesome.
Yeah, she just became a part of it. So she's full involved. She's full Banana, and she loves everything you guys do.
Well, all right. I physically cannot say this yet, but because she's part of the K Club, there's going to be something that's going to be announced on October 5th for K Club members to possibly be part of.
Okay.
And it's going to be the coolest thing the Bananas have ever done in the history of Bananas. So tell your mom to stay tuned on YouTube, 7 p.m. on October 5th, because she's going to be fired up about it.
All right. I'll let her know. She's definitely going to be excited. Well, thank you, Jackson, for doing this. We really appreciate it. And I really love and appreciate all the content creators that collab and help each other expand, because we all have this same love for what we do. And thank you for joining us on episode 37.
Yeah, thank you guys. Keep crushing it. You guys literally crush it every day. So just keep doing that.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. Have a great season in 2024, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
See ya.
But wait, the episode is not over yet. If you are a loyal fan of the Out the Field podcast, you know we got a flag that we're going to have all our guests sign, but we got it down the line into this journey. So all the guests that have already come on still got to sign it. I took it to softball, and I got that done. And we've had about 30 episodes as I've filmed this, and I just got this off the field flag that we're going to have all the guests sign. So I got to get everybody at softball that has been a guest already. One of them's right there. Two of them, actually, Javi and Alan. Come here. Come sign this. So I'll just put it down here, and you guys can sign wherever you want. Dorothy's also here. You've been a guest as well.
Nice.
A little smiley face.
Of course. Always got to be happy.
Oh, look at the best friends going right next to each other.
Buddy, what is wrong with you?
Never got to be happy.
Sad face.
How do you even sign like that? That's not even your name.
Signature.
That's not even your name, bro. All right, I'm gonna go far away from them.
Yeah, stay away from the drama.
Yo, bro, what is that? That's not even your name, bro. Look at this.
Buddy's over here drawing.
Buddy's just doing shit. Dude, I hate
He's doodling.
I hate how it tracks. Damn.
I like it.
Yeah, it actually isn't that bad.
Yeah, that came out nice in the end.
If all the things you never show, there are the things I want you to know. Secret start in your heart so slow.
Now we've reached the end. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in here on YouTube. And if you would go listen on Spotify, that would be amazing as well. Subscribe, like the video. Thank you, Jackson Olson. Major honor for joining us here on Off the Field Podcast. We can't thank you enough. I hope you have a fantastic season in 2024 for the Savannah Bananas. Like I said, guys, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you in episode number 38.